comes down to a point where a content creator eventually leaves the platform for the better good. PewDiePie, he's a father now, so he's got his kid to take care of. MatPat is taking care of some other stuff. Filthy Frank, he left the platform to become a musician. And myself, over these past few months, I have decided that maybe it's also my turn to leave. YouTube has not been doing me any favors. They've actually been up against me. They've constantly denied me monetization, won't even let me stand up in my own comment section when somebody talks about beating my ass and I tell them to shut the fuck up, but all of a sudden I'm the suspect and I'm the victim here. And besides all the negativity, I've also been doing a better good with my life. I've been traveling out of state, helping out nonprofit organizations, raising money for charity, doing full-time, part-time hours, you know, taking care of my family, doing a vehicle rebuild. On top of that, but I also had recently lost influence on working on a lot of my projects. It had been fun working with you guys for the past 10 years, but I think, honestly, it's probably time for me to leave as well. I don't know if it's going to be for good or just temporarily. In Seattle a couple months ago, we raised over $36,000 for some kids with autism.
Let's talk about this. This on the screen is our high-tier sponsors. Our Princess, which is a one-of-a-kind badge that started just this year. Our Tree of Friendship, and our royal sponsors. Without these people, we would not be here today. So thank you so much for everything you do for Evergreen.
Thank you to Caleb Herman, DJ, DJ Tonezilla, Party Flasher, Magmatic, Melody Chimes, Minty Fresh, Shade Walker, Winston, 3D Home Joe,
Aether Theoron, Applegeek, Big Pen Dragon, Brony-san, Circuit Breaker, Coaster Brony, Curtis Treacher, Danny, Duncan Fleisch, who Fleisch is up there?
Flaming Dash, Genesis Raptus, Heart Mender, Herbie Hopps.
Yes, thank you!
Jet Setter, Lady Logic.
For closing ceremonies, the charity auction, who's there? For charity this year, let's get that total on the board. Our primary beneficiary, and we're going to use those funds to support this community as well as keep Everfleet going so that we can continue that charitable donation for years to come.
And I honestly feel like I'm getting more respected at these nonprofit organizations than I have been on YouTube my whole entire career. And I was also a big contribution to helping out these charities with reaching such a phenomenal goal of helping out those in the Pacific Northwest that needed that funding. And we're leaving to another event soon that we're also going to be benefiting, you know, medically fragile children and LGBT, you know, communities. And I feel like with me helping out these nonprofit organizations and raising money for their charities has proved to be something better than sticking around on this platform doing absolutely nothing good for myself or for the community or anything else. The other thing is I'm still working part-time, full-time hours. It just depends on how busy we get. And the sad part is this part-time, full-time job is the only place that is benefiting anything on this page. YouTube doesn't even take the monetization process seriously. They said it would take like a couple of days to a week, but in my case, it takes 24 hours to be automatically declined. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And then they have the gonads to talk about, oh, we're going to terminate your monetization application. You guys haven't even been trying to begin with. On top of this, but I also have family to take care of. And I'm also building up a vehicle right now that has well lasted me over a couple years. And, you know, some people on the platform, they're like, if you quit buying shitty cars, this won't happen. Well, guess what, dick fuck? That car that you called shitty has lasted already 3 years. Alright, well, here goes nothing. You know, I just don't find use for the platform anymore, and as much of a shitty goodbye this is, you know, there's a brighter future up ahead. And I think after I get done publishing the video from the Bay Area this year, I'm gonna say goodbye and just leave the platform for a while. I'm not sure if it's gonna be for good. I'm not sure if it's gonna be, you know, temporarily. I've been thinking about it over the past few months, and I've just been thinking to myself that the platform has really served me no purpose. But I'll tell you what, though. Those kids in Seattle, I sure hope that $36,000 helps you guys to getting the treatments you need. And I wish you guys the best of luck up there with properly getting that funding. That's a lot of money. And I sure hope that it changes some lives up there. Because, you know, in the tough world we live in, you know, there is some bright angels that are out there. And I just wish you guys the best of luck up there. And also, sea creature. Glad to know I'm doing something better with my time. I think for the better good, it's time we help out these people. These people, their organizations, their charities. There is like more than 5 of these nonprofit events in the US, and there is several in Canada and Europe and everywhere. And honestly, with $36,000 that we raised for some kids with autism in Seattle, I honestly feel better being treated appropriately by all these nonprofit people than I am being on the platform. You know, somebody once said that, you know, the celebrities are just there for, you know, the fun and the money. They don't give a shit about anybody. But what if, in reality, they do care about the fan base, and they do care about every single individual? It's way more love than what I expect on this platform. And you know, sure, I've worked 10 years on this shit. But over these past few years, YouTube has just been going downwards. They've been denying me monetization. I can't even stand up in my own comment section. At the same time, we're raising money for people that really need it and getting love in these events, which is why I do what I do. So if I had to become leaving the platform and helping out those that need it, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Honestly, that was such a nice dinner, and we had such a great conversation. It was really, really sweet.